A pleasant day to everyone. I hope you're all doing okay. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this memorable occasion. I'm very delighted and honored to be with you today. I want to extend my sincere congratulations to all of you, your teachers, and your proud families. You all did an exceptional job of completing this academic year despite the current situation we're in. You have completed a milestone in your life, and you should be proud. For the next few minutes, please lend me your ears as I share with you some thoughts you should ponder on as young adults. Consider this as an advice from an older sister who cares about you and has been through what you're going through as of the moment. Let me start by asking a question. What are your plans after this day? When I was your age, I had a plan to finish college. I didn't know how I'm supposed to do it. I just know that I should. I haven't been to Bical University that time. I didn't know about the things I'd learn in specific courses and what job I'd get after graduation. I only had 3 hours of computer experience before going to college. I didn't have a smartphone. I didn't know much about social media and the internet. I grew up listening to FM and AM radio stations. I don't know much about the world. Why am I telling you this? What's my point? My point is, don't be mad or sarcastic if you always hear older people saying, "Ang panahon mi nga ni, wala man kaan." Think of it as our way of saying, you should try harder, you should do better, because you have the resources now. You have access to free information online, access to free education. Things are much easier and accessible than before. All you need is the support of the people around you and your willingness to do the things you want to do and start getting things done. I know that your time right now has its own bottlenecks. You struggle with data signal, money furloughed, power interruptions, modules and deadlines. Everyone is fighting their own battles. You can cry, you can be sad, you can be angry. All of these are valid emotions. If you're tired, rest for a while. The important thing is to never lose the courage to pick yourself up and continue. Maximize your resources. Most of you already have your own smartphones. Search engines, social media, and apps are accessible to you. Make something out of them. Learn from them. Look at the helpful and informative content. I'm not saying you shouldn't be using social media for entertainment. I'm just saying you should make time for learning. So that when your mom says, "Kakaselpon mo yan," at least it's worth it, right? You should make a habit of learning things by yourself, especially right now. You should be more independent and responsible learners. Just think of it this way. If you're having a hard time now, it'll be a lot harder when you go to college. I'm not saying this to scare you. I just want you to brace yourselves. And think of another thing. You're already halfway through, so keep going. Whatever challenge you face from now on, always go back and think why you even started. Learning is a lifelong process. I've heard this multiple times, and so do you. The last thing I want to hear from anybody is, "Di man ako tatao kay dyan." If there are people willing to help you learn with them. If no one helps you to learn something, do it by yourself. Because the more you learn, the more you know. And the more you know, you start to realize that there are still things to learn. Possibilities are endless. When you don't know what to do, ask someone who can help you. It doesn't make you less of a person to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask. I'm sure there will be someone who'll always care. Surround yourself with people who will cheer you up and will be with you along the way. People who can be happy when you're happy. People whom you can celebrate your success with. Ignore those who say you can do nothing. They're bad for your mental health. You're struggling enough. Don't let toxic thoughts and people add up to your stress. It's not worth it. Spend time with the people you love while you still can. while you still have the chance. We never know when our time runs out. As you grow older, you're going to have your own priorities, your own ways of living life, own struggles. There will be times when you have to deal with everything yourself. Sometimes you need and have to be alone. You may live far away from your family and friends. Right now, be a good student, friend, sibling, child, and a member of the community. For things are bound to change, and they happen when you least expect them to. As students, listen to your family, listen to your teachers. They only want the best for you. Whoever you meet in your life, actually, they're always a part of who you are. You're always going to learn something from them. Whether they create good memories with you or break your heart, you'll always have a takeaway. Go out of your comfort zone. I remember when I was a kid, whenever we're asked to go somewhere to run an errand and we're not willing to go because we're scared, our parents would say, "Anong matakot ang mundo? Natatao ka mo magbasa, tatao ka mo magsurat, bukhan nindo ang yemot nindo. Kaya nga ni ka mo pipag-ireskwela, nga ni ba o ka mo ignorante?" And I encourage you to do the same. Whenever you want to go somewhere to achieve your goals, fight your fears. Discover places, meet new people, explore opportunities, because the world is vast. Things are just there waiting to be discovered. Aren't you curious about college life? Aren't you curious about the feeling of traveling with friends, of going to work every day, the satisfaction of buying your own things, the feeling of owning a business? I'm older than you are, but I'm so curious about these things. I'm still learning, dreaming, and working hard like you. Whatever our dreams might be, always dream big and act upon it. Mga di ka mo. You must have heard this a lot as well. Pray hard and work hard because you'll always achieve something good when you do both. When I received the invitation to speak today, I didn't know what to write, I didn't know what to tell you. I don't know much about distance learning, so I had to Google, watch videos about it, and ask around people. We're having a virtual ceremony because of the restrictions. Every part of the community is struggling. Families, educators, healthcare workers, leaders, just to name a few. Everyone has a fair share of what's been going on. This year's theme is empowering and challenging at the same time, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm sure what you've been through and will be going through wasn't and will never be easy. But as students, what can you contribute to strengthen the quality of education? In my opinion, you can contribute by cooperating with your teachers, mind the deadlines, care about time, be responsible enough. Darapula na kamo. Aram na nindo ang tama, budaan sala. Dakol na kamong panalmingan. Nasa sa indo na sanaan kung arin ang mga nindong arubon. If this is a movie, you're on the lead role. Your teachers are there as mentors and facilitators to guide you and help you understand things. I've read somewhere that one of the good things about distance learning is you can study at your own pace. You don't have to worry about being left behind and understanding the lesson. I agree on that, though it requires a lot of patience, perseverance, and effort. You can do it. Just do it. Because hard work pays off. We can say the quality of education is good if the result is good, right? And you are the key driver of that result. Mataram ka mo, dakulan ka man yung way pag-ibusa mo. O natural. We are on our way of creating our future. We only got one life, so listen to people when they speak. Because when people speak, they care. Before I end this speech, let me ask you again. What are your plans after this day? I really want you to think about it carefully. Some of you may go to college, some may join the workforce, some are undecided, and that's fine. Take it easy. Whichever path you want to take, dream big and try to remember this. We're born and raised from different families. We have different set of beliefs. We have different status in life, different resources, different privileges. We have different talents and skill set. We have different ways of learning and achieving things. We have different timelines. Never compare yourself to your peers. No matter your situation, keep going, try harder, and be happy. God bless everyone.